Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. My name is Mike Neighbors, and over the next 40 minutes, we brought some local Hamilton comics in to make you laugh, and laugh you will. We guarantee it, or at least Patrick Koppel does. The money-back guarantee, last time it was at $6. What's our money-back guarantee? If you don't laugh at this show today, you can call Patrick and get how much?
$4.
A few too many people collected on the $6 guarantee. Damn it! Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to our panel for Friday at 4:20. As always, over to my right, it is the one, the only, Patrick Koppelino. Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good? Are you feeling good?
I'm good.
Because I care deeply.
Yeah.
Can I go over to Manolis?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Manolis Santana.
He's not fine. But
He's not? No, he's always just on the verge of, maybe fine, right? Because you're also on the verge of just not wanting it to go on any further.
Well, I'm not like looking to end it.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to do this show first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as we can get the show done. Manolis, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Because you also carry a little baggage with you. You never know.
I'm always I haven't had any sexual activity for a while.
Oh, so you're feeling pent up, a little frustrated.
Like you manually can take care of yourself, but that only can go so far.
You know what? That doesn't. Yeah, that's not the whole enchilada.
Yeah, so
right?
I really could use a roll in the hay.
Could somebody?
That's why we got you the fleshlight.
It's too. You know, these guys bought me one for my birthday. Thought it'd be funny, but they don't understand. Like when you do something like that, then you don't just throw it in a drawer. There's maintenance. You have to. You have to wash it and stuff.
Yeah, there is.
I'm like, that's not part of my life.
It's not a flashlight. All right. But when you used to use the flashlight, it was different maintenance, right?
You always had to take the batteries out.
That. Always remember to take the batteries out.
The spring.
They would hurt.
The best part.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's clean this up, shall we? All right, let's just go to our special guest comic. Why do you say we introduced to you our special guest comic this week? It is Mr. Ryan Sim. How are you, Ryan?
I'm great, everybody. How you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic, man. Thank you so much, first of all, for joining us and for doing the show.
No problem.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
2 years.
2 years. And how's it been going? Is everything you dreamed of?
It is a ride and a half.
Is it? Yeah. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, entertaining people. Have there been some tough moments? Have there been some moments you go, maybe this is stupid?
Yeah, I recently did a corporate gig for some bikers out in Woodstock.
Wow.
Well, whatever corporate means to them.
Yeah. And was that it was a tough one?
Yeah, because they were already pre-drunk.
Oh, so really drunk bikers. They're living in Woodstock, so they're not happy bikers. They're like angry bikers. It's winter. They can't drive. I
think they were celebrating not someone's birthday there, but one of the girls really liked Bon Jovi, so they had a party for Bon Jovi's birthday.
So now you're just having a party for no reason.
Yeah, it was
And
weird.
we invited Ryan Sim to entertain us.
Yeah.
Go, Ryan! Yeah. Make us laugh!
It'd be great if John showed up, though.
Oh, yeah, would have been. Would have been sweet. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to get into the game because we always like to get the game going as quickly as we can. But before we get too far into it, I do want to find out a little bit more about this comedy at a barbershop called Hendry's that you help organize once a month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll dig into that a little bit because that's a pretty cool event. Manolis loves playing it, and we'll talk a little bit about that coming up. But first, we got to get to our game. It's Friday at 4:20. We've got 3 comics. We have random topics, 12 of them, in these Bell Media, official Bell Media envelopes. They say Bell Media right on them, and that's how you know they're official. And we have the game Plinko lined up behind Manolis. So all you have to do, Ryan, is get up there, drop a Plinko puck. That will determine what number random topic you get to kick off our game. So go ahead, man. Drop
All
it.
right.
Drop it. Yeah. Oh, you can hear it. You can hear the Plinko back and forth. Number five, Ryan Sim, the first topic on this edition of Friday at 4:20. Oh, you know what? This is a comedy question. This is good. Yes, everybody can answer a question about comedy. Here's your question, and a couple of years in, what is one thing you would want comedy audiences to know? From the comedian's perspective, what is something you'd like them to know about, how hard it is, how what's something that you'd like them to do more of, less of, something that you can instruct the audience of a comedy show to know about?
Maybe that we can hear you. We can hear you when you talk.
Every word you say, we can hear every comment. My God, I thought he was taller in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you cross your arms, we can see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that kind of? I mean, it is a closed off position, right?
Yeah, it's just like unless
kinda
your
bored.
armpits are sweaty, what's going on?
Okay,
We're here
so
to have fun.
you feel that, feel a
Yeah.
little bit of negative energy. So that's interesting. So the comedy audience, you can hear them. So if you want to, laugh and be loud laughing, we love that. But if you're going to make some comment, it's not just for your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's going to hear. Manolis, you've played some pretty big places, some small places. Have you ever played for bikers in Woodstock?
I've partied with bikers.
Of course you have. You were the one heckling Ryan, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I opened up for Tom Green, and where were we? Like in the States somewhere. There was like Rochester.
Okay.
There were some bikers.
Big biker audience.
There were
yeah.
bikers in the audience
Yeah.
that night, and they were like, it was crazy. It was crazy to me. They all had knives, but like a giant knife, like in a
like
Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
And I was like this, but they were like, I think at one point they said to us like, because they liked us, me and Pat were like, you got whatever you need, just let us know.
Oh, nice. We've got knives.
Yeah, we got knives.
Well, of course, they live in the States where they could have guns. So
That's
it was nice seeing knives.
That's what I thought was weird
Yes.
too.
Absolutely. What was one thing you'd like comedy audiences to know, Manolis?
Jerry Seinfeld said in Comedian the movie, and I always stuck with me, and I agree with this, is that we're like sometimes the audiences don't realize that we're actually judging them too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because how was the audience, and we'll say what we think about that audience.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad.
Because an audience does does have its own personality, right? I mean, it's going to be a good audience, a bad audience, an indifferent audience, a loud audience, all those kinds of things.
Even if we say, oh, they were tough or they sucked or whatever, it's still at the end of the day our fault. Like, it's not, you can't go like they sucked. Well, then that just means you got to try harder.
Right.
But
Can you? I mean, is there always the potential to turn around an audience?
Yeah, there is. I've tanked sometimes like for like 19 minutes, and then like the last 2 minutes I pulled it out of nowhere, and then did good for 2 minutes.
Okay.
And yell at them like, where were you for the last 19?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, there's a will. If there's a will, there's a way. You just got to never give up.
Yeah.
You go down fighting at least. But another thing, audiences sometimes don't realize, like, they'll be like, sometimes audiences are good. Like, if you see them from the side before you go up, they're all smiling.
Right.
They're not laughing hard.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
or out loud.
Or out loud. Like, maybe if a lot of times the audiences are like, the audiences are the hardest because they think laughing is just nodding their head up.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like I understand what he's talking about. That was hilarious. They're laughing. They're so high. They're laughing in their brains.
Sure.
And it's like we're so insecure. We need to hear them.
You need to hear. Well, and by a few people vocalizing gets everybody, right? I mean, that uncomfortable moment at the start of the night when nobody has laughed out loud yet, and you got to get that first couple of out loud laughs to get the room, sort of filled with sound.
Yeah. Comedian, we're pathetic.
All right. Speaking of pathetic, Patrick Koppel. I couldn't avoid the dig. Patrick, what's one thing you'd like comedy audiences to know?
That there's an excellent comedy club downtown. Levity Comedy Club and Lounge.
Our first plug of the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Boom! Yes, Levity Comedy Club. And you know what? I will say this about Levity Comedy Club and Lounge. It's the only truly professional room in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, as far as
club.
And there's lots of other clubs and great places and great spaces, but this is a real comedy club. It was built to be a comedy club. Yeah. That is what it is, and it's an awesome place to go see comedians ply their trade.
Yeah. People are actually showing up from hearing this show. Like a couple of weekend.
You guys are always surprised that people hear this show.
People listen.
That's so funny to me because I've been doing this for a long time, and it's like Manolis come in and go, somebody heard us. It's like, Manolis, it's a radio station broadcasting to all of Ontario. I hope to God somebody did.
They'll be like, I know. I don't know why.
It blows your mind.
In my brain, I feel like two people are listening.
Well, yes, your dad and
yeah. I said to this one guy, they're like, oh my God, we listen to your show every week. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. It's like, Yeah, I go, Patrick's here. I go, he's the other guy. He's here. He's like,
Yeah.
He's here. they get so excited to see our faces.
It's funny too, because I realized that I always forget. Like, they don't know what we look like.
No, they don't.
So like, it's funny because one guy I always ask people, how'd you find out about the club? And they go, I listened to that show on Funny 820. I go, Friday at 420, and they're like, yeah, I love that show. Those guys are great. And I'm like, I'm Patrick Koppel, and Manolis is here. They're like, whoa, that's you. And I'm like, oh yeah, you don't know what we look like.
It's so funny, right? Because in radio, and that's such a tradition in radio, that you don't know what we look like, and you start to imagine people a certain way. No one would guess in a million years Ryan Sim is like 6'5" and wears a cowboy hat. Nobody ever would guess that, right?
I get Brad Pitt a lot.
Brad Pitt, yeah, absolutely. I could see that all the time. All right, let's Plinko, Manolis, your turn, my friend. Drop the puck. It is Friday at 4:20, and listen, if you are listening right now, we appreciate the fact that you are responding and going out to Levity Comedy Club, checking it out, checking out Emerson 109, checking out Henry's Barbershop, which we'll talk about in a minute. What number was that? 6. Number 6, okay. Because we always encourage you, get out, support local comedy. These guys are awesome at what they do, and we would love to show them all the love and support we can for this great comedy community in Hamilton. Number 6, your favorite store. Manolis, your favorite store. Any store, anything, selling anything,
vintage,
online, in person.
Vintage Soul Geek.
Vintage Soul Geek. That's on Ottawa Street.
No, it's on King Street.
That's on King Street.
It's right after Vintage Soul Geek. My buddy Nick owns it, but it's like I buy I get a lot of my Western shirts there.
You get your Western shirts there? He's got some really cool clothes there.
It's right across from Denninger's. You know,
I know Denninger's.
Yeah. So
is that where it is?
Yeah, across the street from Denninger's, like right after.
But downtown Denninger's on King,
yes.
Right across the road is Vintage Soul Geek. Okay, I'm gonna have to check. I haven't checked it out. I've heard he has awesome clothes there, but I haven't checked it out, so I'll have to go.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite store.
Because I love Denninger's.
I don't know what it is like. I told my friend I love Western shirt. No, you love buying clothes that dead people used to wear.
That's it. These things have been here for a long time. Patrick Coppolino, favorite store? Any store? Oh wow, he's kind of here or there on the stores.
I don't shop.
Do you ever buy anything for yourself? Do you like things?
I buy food.
You don't go browse somewhere? No. You wouldn't browse around? Go, one day I'd like to buy.
No,
nothing.
When I was younger, I was huge into video games, so I'd go to like EB Games.
Okay, well, yeah, but you don't do that
trade
anymore.
In stuff. No, I don't
do
buy
that
stuff anymore. I don't buy clothes.
The number of topics where it comes to Patrick and he's just
I don't
like,
do stuff.
I'd like to take part in the show, Mike, but I got nothing on this one.
That's it.
Ryan Sim, save us from ourselves. Favorite store, Ryan Sim?
Dollarama. I'm a Dollarama boy.
There's a store.
When I see that green and yellow, I get excited.
Oh, you can buy so much stuff there.
Right? You can get cheap headphones. You can get candy. You can even get condoms.
Corn on the cob.
Condoms? You can't get condoms there.
You can get condoms there.
At a dollar store?
Yeah, and they also sell pregnancy tests, too.
Oh, yeah. Double down, people, because you're going to need it.
They have corn on the cob that's been like vacuum sealed.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad.
It's hanging on the shelf.
I've tried. I used to do a dollar store review thing, and don't trust meat from dollar store. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, well, there's something I never thought I would need to know. Don't trust the meat. Let's explore the dollar store review thing. What was that? Like you would go in and try out products for them or something? Or
I just started doing it as a joke, and then people started following
people started following you.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you still do it?
No, because it got sad. I got a girlfriend. She was like, "Hey, listen."
So avoid the meat, but the corn on the cob and the vacuum sealed pack is good.
And so the condoms.
Did you try the condoms?
And I've also tried the pregnancy test. So do the math.
He's got 4 kids now.
That is awesome. The headphones. The only thing I will say about the headphones is that next time you're in a dollar store, you're going to have to replace them. They're not going to last long.
Yeah, they're like disposable.
Yeah, my kid keeps buying. It's like chargers or something for her phone, and I don't. It's like
3 charges out of them.
Oh yeah. And but how is that? Like, is the thing set up to fail after 3 or something? Like, how does it know it can't? Okay, well, I'm only going to work twice. and then I'm out.
You did buy it for $1.
Well, I know, but I want to know how the charger knows that. Damn it! All right, listen. Let's Plinko. Let's find a topic that Patrick can wax philosophical on. Here we go. Patrick Coppolino's up. It's Friday at 4:20. Ryan Sim, number 7, always a lucky one for Patrick Coppolino. Ryan Sim is our special guest comic. Manolo Santanos, Patrick Coppolino, always here to annoy you every Friday afternoon. Tell me something about the last place you lived. The last place, not where you currently live. The last place you lived.
My landlord was a jerk.
Excellent.
Yeah, Manolis almost fought him too. Remember when I lived by Gage Park?
What was his issue? Was he like was it
just one of those?
He was just mean spirited, wouldn't fix anything.
Yeah, just he'd just sit on the porch all day, and then if people pulled in, like if Manolis came to pick me up, he'd go, "You can't park here, you can't stop here," and he's like, "I'm just waiting for my buddy," and he's like, "You can't steal, you can't stop." People, it's like just stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure his son stole my rent money once because I was paying with cash. They tried to say that I didn't pay, but I gave it to his son.
Oh, no. The kid makes
and then
off
it
with
got
it.
to the point where we, I think we put his phone number on Kijiji for free Justin Bieber tickets. And so that was
That
just
is
knowing
awesome.
what probably happened is funny.
That's all you
Yeah.
need was to know what probably happened. So you don't miss the place.
No, not at all.
Not in the least. Was the apartment at least nice?
It was nice, but
It was-
remember, there's like so many stairs to get up to the
Oh.
top. It was really
Haunted, wasn't it?
How many floors up were
probably.
you?
Only 3, but it felt like a lot.
There was a lot of stairs to climb.
Yeah.
Manolo Santanos, tell me about the last place you lived.
I lived in this house with these 2 other dudes, and one other dude. We had a roommate that was paying us rent, but we had to grow up there for about 3 years.
Okay, and this is prior to it being legal.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. We had 33 plants,
That's awesome.
and was paying our rent.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it's like so we basically lived there for free by just growing weed.
Yeah.
And it was I really enjoyed growing weed actually.
Yes.
It was really I wasn't really smoking a lot back then either. I was
It
found
was
really,
cathartic. It
yeah,
was,
it was very
you
relaxing.
come home. It's like growing money.
Yes.
I mean, it's like kind of cool, right? It's like they say, the money's not planted on trees or whatever. It's like, oh no, it can be.
So our landlord, I think, knew something was up, right? Like
Right.
at the early on,
Right.
Like something.
He was out front going, you can't park here.
Right.
Yeah.
And he so like at one point like he came in like he kept wanting to come in the house, so we're trying to avoid this dude like coming in the house because as soon as you walked in, you're gonna be like, this place reeks of weed, right? So he comes in one day where I hide my car because he's saying he wants to come by, and he ends up coming in the house not knowing that I'm there. And he's like, I looked at him and like, hey man, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I just have to go downstairs to drop something off. I'm like,
No, dude, you don't.
no. So I'm like, I don't have
Don't
the
go
key.
down there.
It's like, you don't have the key? I'm like, yeah, I locked. I don't know where the key is right now. Can you come back later? And then we just told him a lie that like I was like in the middle of sex with my girl.
Just try and buy time.
And then so we said come back tomorrow. So we put like 33 plants in one bedroom. We locked that door, and then we cooked bacon for like 2 hours.
Like 2 hours, 7 pounds of bacon
We just
later.
kept as he came and we
Totally killed the smell.
So we had the headache was we had to get rid of all the we had to put everything, all the equipment, all the babies, everything in one room, just so this guy could like see the basement and realize there's no grow up there, but there was.
What'd you do with all the bacon?
We ate some of it.
Yeah?
I think we just kept throwing
Did it
in
work?
the
Did it get rid of the smell?
Yeah, the bacon's great. Like so, this is if you guys try. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. It's legal,
No.
but like yeah.
Well, although some people still don't want, there's other people in their family they don't want to know, or whatever, or the other people in their family are like, that stuff stinks. So at least you know there's
straight
something
up,
that
you just keep cooking
that'll
bacon.
hide the smell.
The problem was we didn't like he said we'll be there at 1. I'm coming by at 1, but he really came by at like 1:45. So we bought a lot of bacon. We kept just cooking because we wanted them to see us cooking the bacon.
Sure, yeah. It wasn't like we're finished already.
Yeah, it's like, we're just in the middle of cooking some bacon.
This is what we do here.
Yeah, we love bacon
We
here.
cook so much bacon. It smells like bacon everywhere. You can't go in that bedroom. Okay. That bedroom.
That was the word. That's the only things we were afraid that like you wanted to see the bedroom.
Yes,
for some reason.
I know exactly. And then you would have said, "Well, I'm having sex in there." No, I was cooking bacon for her. She's laying there naked now. See, I'm already I'm planning this out for you.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. In case you need it in the future. Ryan Sim, you tell me a little something about the last place you lived.
Actually, I lived in Chinatown in Toronto the last time, and Manolis' story reminded me, don't leave bacon on the grill and then go to bed because it will cause a small fire.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
Oh, that grease will catch up like nobody's business.
Yeah.
What was it like living in Chinatown? Did you like it?
Well, I didn't mind the cheap food, but there was rats so big we named them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like specifically in your area, or you think generally in that there's a lot of cities have rat problems, right?
Oh, no, we had a resident rat. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Kitty, we called him.
Kitty. That's a beauty name, man.
Yeah, and we had a raccoon in our garage that we would we didn't know that we were accidentally feeding him because we'd put the garbage in there.
Oh, okay.
And it turned out that he had just
it was
refuge.
buffet, man. It was a buffet. Wildlife in the city is an odd thing, man, because they learn to survive everything, right? So tell me a little bit about Hendry's Barbershop and what you do there.
Awesome. I am the host. I run it with a guy named Dave Smith Hayes. It is every last Monday of the month at 661 Barton Street East in Hamilton at Hendry's Barbershop. It's licensed, so you can drink beer. It's awesome.
Well, it's not like you guys were saying it's like barbershop.
Yeah, B-A-R.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bar. They cut hair there. They do that during the week?
Yeah, they cut hair. They have some laughs, and it's a really awesome show. Patrick was our last headliner, and I think he had fun. Manolis has been there. Awesome. It's great.
What did it used to be before a barbershop?
It used to be a shoe shop. It's a classic old shoe shop from like the 50s, and they just had a campaign to revitalize the sign because they kept it Hendry's. That's not the name of the guy. That's the name of the old shoe shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
that's awesome.
Historic, and I'm just ruining history. It's great.
Yeah, that's totally awesome. But they set it up beauty for the comedy club the last Monday of every month, and it's all set up nice there, and you can have a few drinks, and we put in some of our favorite local comics. So get out and support local comedy. Visit Hendry's Barbershop last Monday of every month. You can see a great show there. Ryan, thank you for alerting us to that fact. Whose turn is it to Plinko?
It's mine.
All right, Ryan, go up there. Drop that Plinko puck. Let's get a topic going. Friday at 4:20. Ryan Sim, our special guest.
Numero uno.
Number one. Topic number one is always a special topic. You know, I put it in the number one envelope. It's always very special, except for this week. Here's another comedy question, actually. Talk to me a little bit about, because I know this happens to you guys, and I find it interesting, and I don't know if you have a story about it or you just want to remark on it, because it really is just kind of this is like a rhetorical question almost, but when people find out, so you meet some new people, they find out that you do stand-up comedy, and then they go, make me laugh. Say something to make me. Does that happen to you?
Yeah.
Yes, and like it's just such a horrible thing that they do to you at that moment. Like, you can try, but it's like, no, I'm not your performing monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like,
what do you have something you say? Something funny, man?
Yeah, I just show them my old Tinder profile.
And that usually makes them laugh?
Yeah, because I don't have a joke. It's hard to make you laugh. You got to come and get absorbed in the show.
That's the thing, right? It's like the worst possible situation because they're not. It's not a moment for that. No. And you can't just, let me pull out a bit that I usually do. I'm curious, though, to know about your new Tinder profile. Is it better?
Well, we can talk off air. My girlfriend would hate it.
Oh, excellent. All right. He doesn't have one anymore. Good for you, Ryan. Manolis, what when people say, you're a comedian? Make me laugh. Say something funny.
Yeah, it took me years and years to learn this.
Right.
Because I would because they won't give up.
Yeah, I know.
And now you finally will just say, you try to think of a quick little joke.
Yeah, like a little line.
And they'll always do this. They go, I don't get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then this is what happens. Right after that happens, they always say this to you. Goes, oh, here, let me tell you a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, then they want to be the comedian.
So they're not even listening to you. So the trick is, and this is why it took me forever to learn this, but all I do is like, I don't really can't think of one right now. Do you have a joke? And they're like, I cut it, and they're like so happy because they don't have to listen to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So and then I'll just
turn the tables.
Turn the tables. They tell it. Sometimes it's funny. And most time it's something they just took off the internet.
Sure,
like
it might have even been one of your bits.
Yeah, and I just say, "Oh my god, that was so funny," and then they'll do they'll like this. This is my favorite thing. But yeah, go. They say,
you can have it.
Oh,
yeah, you can use that one.
You can have it. Yeah. Nice, even though they stole it from a meme.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Is that the same experience you've had, Patrick?
I usually just try to say I tell stories, so I don't have a quick one.
Okay, yeah.
But a lot of people go, "You're a comedian?" I go, "Yeah." They go, "You don't seem very funny."
What were you expecting?
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, I don't know who taught me this, but I like to ask. I go, "What do you do?" And if they're like, "Oh, I'm a mechanic," I go, "Oh, fix my car."
Yeah, exactly.
Like get them to do that.
That's the interesting point, isn't
yeah.
it? It's such an odd situation, and even for me, I mean, I'm not even a stand-up comic, but I work at a comedy radio station, and so I get the same. Oh, you work at Funny 820? Oh, tell me something funny. It's like, are you kidding me? I go, no, man. We have professional comedians to do that.
But if it's a cute girl, we will try harder.
You know what? I can see. Yeah, it's like tell me something funny. It's like, all right, listen, I got some. I'll start doing the whole act if I have to. All right, time to drop a Plinko puck. Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
Yeah, Manolo, let's get up there, man. Drop one. It's Friday at 4:20. We are crack-a-lacking. 5. Number 5. Oh, Manolis is feeling good about 5. Oh, but we already did 5. Feel good about it. Feel good about another number, Manolo. 11. You were like doing a judo chop there. I was like a judo chop.
I've been feeling really good lately. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I get worried when I feel good though.
I know, because then that means
something's coming. Dude.
Yeah, the other shoe's going to drop, and suddenly you'll be into a deep depression.
Yeah.
It's that manic thing, right? Yeah, I'm feeling manic right now. That can't be good. All right. If you had to pick one item of so you're getting dressed. What's more important for feeling good when you're walking out of the house? Is it the pants you're wearing, the shoes you're wearing, or the shirt you're wearing?
The shirt.
Shirt. Always the shirt, right?
Yeah.
Pants don't matter?
Pants don't matter. I'll go out with no pants and a shirt.
No pants. Don't care about the shoes. What do foot comfort's important, man.
I like my Air Max for comfort, for like it's good for my back. I don't know why, but it is. But
so shoes you're not that particular about the shoes?
I don't care if the shoe as long as they're comfortable. I don't care if they look horrible, but I give me like I know it's probably sad that I do have about probably 50 Western shirts.
Well, you like the Western shirt.
I love Western
That's
shirts,
cool.
but
Yeah,
it's a problem.
But you also go with you tend to go with a T-shirt that has some saying something. You got a lot of T-shirts
I got my Bernie Sanders T-shirt.
I'm feeling
today.
the burn.
Yeah.
I've seen your Terry Fox one. I've seen your. I mean,
I just bought another WKRP.
You love WKRP. Don't get them started. So you always go with the shirt with the saying, and then the overshirt, which tends to be a Western shirt.
Yeah,
and that makes you feel powerful.
It makes me feel. You know what it is? It's like I think there's a thing that says like if you listen to music from like when you were a kid or when you were younger, it puts you in a good mood because it's a good time in your life.
Yep.
So like Western shirts are like affiliated to like Andy Travis from WKRP. I know. Here we go.
Oh, don't get them started.
And Bo and Luke Duke, and they always wear. It's like all these the
guys you looked up to when you were young.
I think WKRP raised me.
I think it did. Yes. Well, thank goodness you don't dress like Arthur Carlson.
No.
All right, or Herb Tarling.
Herb's awesome.
Herb Tarling. Patrick, you're big into the fashion. Pants. Footwear or shirt? What's most important of that ensemble for you? To like you're more particular about?
Neither of them.
None of them.
I don't know. I wear the same pants every day.
Okay, so pants don't matter.
I wear the same shoes
He used
every
to
day.
wear the same socks for like a year.
Oh yeah, no, we know the famous.
I don't know. Nice shirt.
No, yeah. So the shirt makes the difference.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to be like a cartoon character. I'm gonna get rid of all my clothes and just buy a bunch of pairs of the same outfit.
The same outfit.
Yeah, because
Well, that's
then I
all-
don't have to think
Didn't
about
Einstein do that?
That's also and Steve Jobs of Apple.
it. Yeah,
you guys are Apple guys.
The less time you spend thinking about what you're wearing.
Absolutely. So Zuckerberg of Facebook and Steve Jobs have one thing in common: they wear the exact same outfit every day.
I want to do that too, just for the hilarity of it.
Well, if you guys noticed, I wear the exact same outfit every day. I wear always the black
t-shirt.
jeans and the black T-shirt. That's the exact same every day for the last 7-8 years.
Wow.
You have but you.
I have 100 black T-shirts
Yeah,
and
I have
10 black pairs of jeans, and
I
I
have
just
like
wear the same
100
thing.
like white T-shirts too. Like
It's you know what? It's simplicity for me. It's just I get up, I put the fresh one on, and I go, and I don't have to think about it. So it makes sense to me. I don't know. It's me, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm curious.
apparently.
What size T-shirt do you wear? What is
It's
this?
an extra large.
XL.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm a big guy.
You look good.
I'm not as tall as Ryan Sims though. Over there at 6'5", wearing the cowboy hat. Ryan, jeans, sneakers, or shirt? What's the most important part of the ensemble?
It used to be shirt to me.
Okay.
I used to only care about that. And I love wearing Hawaiian shirts. That's me.
Oh, nice, big, colorful, right?
Yeah.
Personality.
But I learned real quick that ladies love the shoes. So I
Shoes
can
very
wear
important.
I can wear a Manolo Zontanos T-shirt, but I can be rocking Bluntstones, and the first thing they comment on are my shoes.
The shoes. See,
Yeah.
ladies do tend to think far more about footwear than men do.
So I often wear a Hawaiian shirt and Bluntstones, and they're like, nice shoes.
They don't care about the
Nice
Hawaiian shirt.
shoes.
Because I got to say, overall, and I'm just going to guess here because I've never been a Hawaiian shirt guy, but generally speaking, women not really stoked about the Hawaiian shirts.
It is not a big hit with them initially. You gotta, just like a tough
You
audience,
gotta
you
win
gotta
them
work
over.
for
You
it.
gotta
You
win
gotta
them
work
over.
for it.
Absolutely. All right, time to drop a puck there. Who's? I think Manolis. You just did it. So Patrick Coppolino, we're losing track here. This thing's going off the rails quickly. Here we go. What number?
2.
Number 2. All right. Friday at 4:20. Patrick Coppolino, this is your topic. All right. It's not sexist. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. We got 3 men in the room, so I'm just going to ask the question. Blonde, brunette, or redhead?
Brunette.
Which brunette?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like you know time. And normally you're all wishy-washy with your answers. You were like right on that, man. Brunette. Yeah, not blonde?
No.
No?
No.
Redhead? Because you are already a little red yourself.
My beard's red. That's
okay.
about it.
Yeah, got the ginger beard.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have, how would you know what's on your head?
Yeah, well, when I had hair, it was dark brown.
Okay.
But I don't know. I
Brunette?
realized that
It's
I've
like
always had a type.
Blue eyes or brown eyes?
Blue.
Blue?
I should say brown, though.
Yeah, with brunette hair. Manolis?
What is that? What color is brunette? What is that?
Brown.
I was
hair.
like, why don't we just say brown
They
then?
say brunette. I don't
Yeah.
know. What they say.
All 3 don't like me.
Okay, none of them like you. You love all of them.
Yeah.
We get that out of the gate. But just right away, you would sort of go towards blonde, brunette, or redhead.
Brunette.
Oh, brunette as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? And blonde or blue eyes or brown eyes?
Brown. All right, I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care if they're blind.
Do you look into their eyes? Do you ever
Yeah.
do you ever notice they have eyes, Manolis?
Yes, I do look in their eyes. I try not to look too much though, because I'm like, they'll look like you're very intense right now.
Yeah, that becomes creepy.
Because my eyes just can say, please don't leave.
Well, because you got the one weird eye, right? So
I got a
they're going to
wonky
notice
eye.
that. Yeah, they're going to notice that right away. I'm like, okay. No
Yeah,
wonder
yeah.
they don't like you,
I
dude.
know. This whole thing's it's
See, you were so happy earlier in the
I
show.
know. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back down. Thanks, Mike.
Ryan Sim. Here we go. Blonde, brunette, or redhead?
When it comes to hair, I'm a little colorblind, but when I was younger,
Yeah.
I loved the red hair because I felt like it was fiery.
Okay.
But there's usually
Yeah.
yeah. But
I-
now as I got older, I like a brunette with some piercing blue eyes. So that's what I'm
Wow,
going with.
piercing blue eyes.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. It's funny because that immediate, as soon as you see somebody, I mean, we immediately start, I don't want to say judging, but we start just running things through our minds, right? And you sit there and you go, you do have an affiliation to one of the hair colors. There's going to be a natural, whether it's, whatever the psychological reason is, you're going to feel a little more affinity towards one of them. So this was not about, we're not trying to be sexist here.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
We don't like sex.
Like what? No. And as Manolo
What?
say, you could be bald. I don't care if you just love me.
I had a girlfriend that's like, oh, would you still want to be with me if I shaved my head? I'm like, first of all, I know you're not going to do that, but yeah, do it.
Do it. Yeah, it's okay.
You'll just be more disappointed to realize I love you.
Just as long as you hug me when it's all over.
Yeah.
All right, whose turn is it to Plinko? I think Ryan Sim, you're up, my friend. We only got time probably for one more topic, so make it a good one, Ryan.
Two's already been done, right?
Two's done.
So what do we got left? 3?
Nine?
Nine.
Nine? All right, let's go with 9. Ryan, this is not a good one. What the hell? You're looking for him to come. I mean, you invite the guy to the show. It's like, all right, bring us home, Ryan, and then this.
What is it?
Jeez. You know what? You guys have been talking about some great Hamilton clubs. We talked about Levity Comedy Club and Lounge, great club downtown Hamilton. You mentioned Henry's Barbershop last Monday of the month. Great little show. We have lots of other shows that happen in Hamilton. We're not necessarily telling anyone to leave Hamilton, but you guys also are very familiar with Toronto. So if I was going into Toronto, tell me a club in Toronto that you think is a cool place, a place you'd like to hang out, a place you'd like to play, a place you have played. Give me a Toronto club that I should consider if next time I'm in the Big Smoke.
I always love the Comedy Bar. It's awesome.
Comedy Bar is awesome?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for.
Where's the Comedy Bar?
It's on, help me out here, fellas. It's,
Queens. No, I don't know where it is.
Okay, look it up. Somebody Google it.
It's
Comedy Bar.
It's near Hyde Park, right?
Okay, is it in Toronto, the Comedy Bar, and they do like professional shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, they got a couple rooms. It's always awesome. They got a cool dressing room, so all the comics before they go on get to take a selfie, just totally dressed up and acting goofy. So it kind of gives you some great energy, and
nice.
It always translates to a good show.
That's awesome. All right, Manolis, give me a club in Toronto.
So I also like the Comedy Bar. It's got a variety of shows there. There's another one called The Corner. There's a couple, but the one I know of is on Queen Street, and it's a great. It's a little comedy club, but it's an amazing place to go to watch stand up. And Yuck Yucks Toronto's also obviously, but that's a given.
Sure. But the other one was called The Corner.
The Corner.
The Corner. So that's a good place to go see some comedy.
My buddy Joe owns it, and it's awesome.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And if you do go to one of these clubs, make sure you tell them that you heard it on Friday at 420. Yeah, get us a little love. Patrick Coppolino, a club in Toronto.
I agree with all those. I like all those clubs. But the Underground.
The Underground.
Yeah, it was. I don't like doing a lot of like the pot lounges because I just have a harder time at them.
Right.
Like he said, like they don't necessarily laugh out loud sometimes. I think there's certain comics like kill in those rooms.
Right.
But I've not so much. But the Underground is like set up like a comedy club, and we've had a lot of great shows there. It's really fun.
So just for somebody who's never been to a comedy club where there's there's people just smoking weed in the club,
Yeah.
Are they legally allowed to do that?
Probably not.
Okay.
But Joe Rogan, this is his favorite place to go when he's into
It's the
Toronto.
Underground?
To the Underground. He's been there a bunch of times.
Oh, okay. And you're a huge fan of Joe Rogan.
I actually am. Yeah.
So why would you not play there as well? You're just not.
No, I like that one specifically, but there's other ones that I've played.
Because they're really looking for comedians who are getting up doing pot humor? Does that tend to be more the stripe?
Necessarily.
No?
It's just a different energy. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never been able to.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
But I also don't smoke a lot of weed, so if I'm in there, if you're in that room long enough, you get the contact high, and then that screws me up too.
That messes you up?
Yeah.
Manolis?
You get by the time you get on stage, you're stoned.
Because it's just all, the air is just...
Yeah. Literally, this is actually the topic that I saw Rogan talk about this with Ari on his podcast, saying exact same thing about that club in particular.
Okay.
It's like that you got to bring notes up because you're going to be stoned by the time you get up there.
And it's just, that'll mess you up, right? Yeah. All of a sudden you start second guessing yourself, and now you're looking out at the audience, and they got their arms crossed, and you can hear them, and it's like, what the hell's going on? All right, even the stone people aren't having fun. This is not going well. Excellent. Listen, as much as if you're in Toronto, those are some great choices. Better choices for those listening to this radio program are right here in the Hammer, and that includes Levity Comedy Club and Lounge. LevityComedyClub.com. Monday night, still trivia night?
Yep.
Trivia night on Monday nights. Wednesday nights, you got the amateur night. You and Manolis are always hanging out there, Patrick.
Yep.
And then Friday and Saturday night, 2 shows. The pro comics come in. You can always find out who's playing. Go down and get tickets at the door.
Yep.
And we covered it.
Yeah.
We did a good job.
Yep.
Excellent.
Follow us at Levity Comedy Club.
Levity Comedy. Like on the Instagram and stuff
yeah.
like that. Levity Comedy Club, and to visit levitycomedyclub.com for more information. Henry's Barbershop.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Next time, I'm just going to say it, Ryan, because I like you. I think you're a nice kid. Next time you're there, maybe ask for a trim. So, be happy to do the show for you tonight, Mr. Henry, but could you take a little off the top? The last Monday of the month?
Yes, facebook.com/comedyhendrys.
Comedy at Henry's, and Ryan Sim is his name. Make sure you check him out when he's playing locally. Thank you so much for doing the show,
Thank
Ryan.
you
How do
so
we
much.
follow you on the social medias?
You can go, once again, just go to facebook.com/comedyhendrys. And that's all I really want to.
That's what you want to promote?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Ryan Sim. Manolis Zantanos, we're going to find you at Manolis Zantanos. Doesn't matter what platform it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See me, give me a hug.
That's it.
Tell me everything's
You know
gonna
what? Just for fun, spell Manolis Zantanos.
MANOLISZONTANOS.
Okay.
You didn't think I knew.
I didn't think you could. I was like, no, there's no way. Patrick typed it in for him.
My buddy owns a record store called Into the Abyss. Go check that out in Hamilton.
Into the Abyss? Where
Yeah.
is it in Hamilton?
On Lock Street.
Lock Street, Into the Abyss. Check that out. Oh, this is just a plug-a-thon going on here, eh? Everybody's getting their 2 cents worth. That's nice. Patrick, how am I following you on social media, my friend?
At Real Donald Trump.
At Real Donald Trump for everything Patrick Coppolino has to say. That's hilarious. Guys, thank you so much. Another great round of Friday at 420. But most importantly, thank you for listening and getting out and supporting local comedy in our community. We can't thank you enough. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.